Today I'm reviewing OpenAI Sora and I'm judging it as a real production tool, not just as a demo that looks impressive for 10 seconds. The main question is simple. Can it help a creator make better video faster with fewer compromises and with enough control to repeat a visual idea? For creators who want a vision prompt to video ideas quickly visualized, OpenAI Sora is the most imaginative pure prompt to a video option in this list. Its biggest value is that it moves video generation closer to planned creative direction. Instead of only asking for a random clip and hoping for luck, you can build a shot with intention, test variations, and decide whether the output supports the story. The first range is realistic motion. That matters because AI video often fails when the image looks good but the clip feels lifeless. OpenAI Sora is strongest when the prompt describes the subject, camera movement, environment, pacing, and emotional tone in plain language. It rewards specificity. A weak prompt may still produce something usable, but a strong prompt gives the model a destination. In practical terms, that means you can move from a rough concept to a presentable draft without assembling a full crew, booking a studio, or waiting for a long edit cycle. The second reason I rate OpenAI Sora highly is its combination of realistic emotion, imaginative scenes, audio support, controllability, and broad scene understanding. These features are important because most creators do not need one isolated trick. They need a repeatable workflow. The tool should help with idea exploration, shot generation, revision, and final selection. When it performs well, the output feels less like a slideshow and more like a planned scene. Movement has direction, the subject has presence, and the frame feels designed. That is the difference between a clip that gets attention once and a clip that can't actually support a campaign, lesson, trailer, or pitch. Compare with Pixverse, which is not in my top 10, OpenAI Sora feels more convincing as the main tool for this category. Pixverse can still be useful, especially for quick experiments or specific styles, but my review is focused on the tool in the front of us. OpenAI Sora gives me more confidence when the project needs dependable results, clearer direction, or more polished final impression. The competitor comparison is helpful because it shows the difference between a fun generator and the tool I would actually build a repeatable content workflow around. Where OpenAI Sora fits best is idea films, educational scenes, fictional words, campaign concepts, and visual experimentation. I would not use it the same way for every job. For a fast social post, I would keep prompts short, generate several variations, and choose the strongest hook. For a professional project, I would prepare references, images, write short lists, define the audience, and decide the final format before generating. This preparation matters because AI video is still sensitive to vague instructions. The more clearly you define the visual outcome, the easier it becomes to judge whether a generation is successful or just visually busy. The limitation is also worth saying clearly. Availability, policy limits, and occasional artifacts mean it needs review before publishing. No AI video platform removes the need for taste. You still need to check hands, faces, logos, text, continuity, pacing, and brand safety. You also need to decide when a generated clip is good enough and when it needs editing, regeneration, or replacement. The best creators will not simply accept the first result. They will treat the tool like a fast visual collaborator, then apply human judgment. That is where the strongest results came from. My verdict on OpenAI Sora is positive because it solves a real production problem. It helps people move from idea to moving image with speed, flexibility, and enough quality to make the process worthwhile. It is not perfect and it should not replace strategy, storytelling, or editing, but it can remove the blank page problem and make a video creation less expensive to test. If your goal is idea films, educational scenes, fictional worlds, campaign concepts, and visual experimentation, then OpenAI Sora deserves serious attention. I would recommend it to creators who want better AI video results and are willing to learn how to prompt, review, and refine. For a creator, that means less time fighting the software and more time shaping the message. For a business, it means faster testing before committing budget to cameras, locations, or actors. For a reviewer, the real test is not one perfect demo, but whether the tool stays useful after repeated projects. That is why I judge it by control, output quality, repeatability, speed, and the amount of cleanup required afterward. Used well, it becomes part of a production system rather than a novelty clip machine. Overall, this. Bye bye.